Hi and welcome back to Wealth and Wisdom. Today, another great book, Can't Hurt Me from David Goggins. I enjoyed this book very much and I'm excited to talk with you about it. Don't forget to like the video, it helps the channel a lot and it helps me bring you more value in the future. We are going to look deeper into this great book and we're going over some great quotes, inspirations and great ideas. And I will give you my thoughts at the end. Hope you enjoy it. So, David Goggins was born February 17, 1975, and is an American ultramarathon runner, ultra-distance cyclist, triathlete, motivational speaker, and author. He's retired United States Navy SEAL, former United States Air Force Tactical Control Party, member who served in the Iraq War. His self-help memoir, Can't Hurt Me, was released in 2018. Goggins said that his motivational speaker is just his job title. As an inspirational speaker, Goggins travels and speaks to sport teams. He has spoken to athletes from professional teams, including the Atlanta Hawks and the Seattle Seahawks, as well as collegiate athletes from the Alabama, Tennessee, and Michigan University football programs. Entrepreneur Jesse Itzler, upon seeing Goggins perform at a 24 ultramarathon, called and hired Goggins to live with him in his house for a month. Itzler wrote about his experience on a blog and later published the story as the book Living with a SEAL. His self-help memoir, Can't Hurt Me, Master Your Mind and Defy the Odds, was released in 1918. In the book, he refers to the 40% rule, his belief that most of us only tap into 40% of our capabilities. So you can get the audible version of the book on Amazon. And it has over 15,000 positive reviews. I can tell you that the book is actually great. It's so interesting and so full of knowledge, wisdom, and a deep understanding of himself and of human nature. So this is how you're going to benefit if you are going to read that book. And I will share with you some of the best quotes from this book. Our culture has become hooked on the quick fix, the life hack, efficiency. Everyone is on the hunt for that simple action, algorithm that nets maximum profit with the least amount of effort. There's no denying this attitude might get you some of the trappings of success, if you're lucky, but it will not lead to a closed mind or self-mastery. If you want to master the mind and remove your governor, you will have to become addicted to hard work, because passion and obsession, even talent, are only useful tools if you have the work ethic to back them up. It is important to know that David Goggins talks about our governor in our mind, and he says that our mind has always the tactical advantage over us, and that whatever we do, we're under its control and it always knows what we're going to do. So he says that he's doing everything contrary to what his mind tells him to do. For example, if he doesn't want to run that day, he goes up and goes to run just to defy the odds, because he don't want to be complacent. He does not want to feel that he has arrived in his life, because he knows, as a true master, that the goal is not the end goal, but the path is actually the best goal that we can actually go after. It won't always go your way, so you can't get trapped in this idea that just because you have imagined a possibility for yourself that you somehow deserve it. Your entitled mind is that weight. Cut it loose. Don't focus on what you think you deserve. Take aim at what you're willing to earn. You are in danger of living a life so comfortable and soft that you will die without ever realizing your true potential. And it has been said that what is hell? Hell is, imagine yourself at your dead bed and you see yourself lying there, and there comes someone, a girl or maybe a guy, whatever you are, and it is the future version of yourself. A better version of yourself, healthier, smarter, more successful, more accomplished, and so on. And you see that version of yourself smiling. And from that, you know that you could have been much more. And that's the greatest danger of living a life of comfort. If we take the comparison, and from Ray Dalio the other day, we're talking about a boat. And this boat is in a port. What is happening with this boat? This boat is actually decaying. It's comfortable, it's safe, but it's not doing a whole lot with its own life. So this is why it's so important to move forward in your life and to do whatever you can to achieve the success that you are looking for. In the military, we always say we don't rise to the level of our expectations. We fall to the level of our training. I thought I would solve the problem when really I was creating new ones by taking the path of least resistance. This is why he actually says that he's focusing on the path of maximum resistance. It's similar to the Stoic idea of how to overcome the obstacles, and actually the obstacle is the way. Great book from Ryan Holiday, where he talks about this idea from Marcus Aurelius, where he says that actually the path of least resistance is not the best way to go, and actually is the opposite. The path of maximum resistance is truly the way to go, because as the mantra's hero, I'm repeating myself, I know, but this is because I'm doing it intentionally, the hero's mantra: obstacles makes us stronger. David Goggins says, no one is going to come help you, no one's coming to save you. It's about yourself. It's about rising up and going after your obstacles. It's about moving through those obstacles. And once you read his book and his story, you will understand why he's talking in this way. It's a lot more than mind over matter. It takes relentless self-discipline to schedule suffering into your day, every day. People ask him if he's a masochist. It's not that, and he always replies that he's not that he's a masochist, but it's about himself going after that pain and knowing that when he goes through those pains, all the pains, he's going to become much better. He's going to become a much better version of himself. We live in a world with a lot of insecure, jealous people. Some of them are our best friends. They are blood relatives. Failure terrifies them. So does our success. Because when we transcend what we once thought possible, push our limits and become more, our light reflects off all the walls they build up around them. Your light enables them to see the contours of their own prison, their own self-limitations. But if they are truly the great people you always believed them to be, their jealousy will evolve, and soon their imagination might hop its fence, and it will be their turn to change for the better. We all need small sparks, small accomplishments in our lives to fuel the big ones. Think of your small accomplishments as kindling. When you want a bonfire, you don't start by lighting a big log. You collect some witch's hair, a small pile of hay, or some dry dead grass. You light that, and then add small sticks and bigger sticks before you feed your tree stump into the blaze. Because it's the small sparks which start small fires that eventually build enough heat to burn the whole fucking forest down. So it's about getting momentum. It is about starting from a small position and building up, 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 going one step at a time, and just as Jeff Bezos says, going ferociously one step at a time and doing each step as wholeheartedly as possible. We are either getting better or we're getting worse. As usually, there's no plateau in life. Denial is the ultimate comfort zone, so move past your comfort zone. Heraclitus, a philosopher born in the Persian Empire back in the 5th century, had it right when he wrote about men on the battlefield. Out of every 100 men, he wrote 10 shouldn't even be there, 8 are just targets, 9 are the real fighters, and we're lucky to have them, for they make the battle. Ah, but the one is a warrior, and David Goggins says he wants to be that one warrior. That's why he's pushing himself, he's challenging himself, and he's doing everything that he can to make that become a reality. And I think that he has achieved so much. Tell yourself the truth, that you have wasted enough time and that you have other dreams that will take courage to realize, so you don't die fucking pussy. The Buddha famously said that life is suffering. I'm not a Buddhist, but I know what he meant, and so do you. To exist in this world, we must contend with humiliation, broken dreams, sadness, and loss. The most important conversations you will ever have are the ones you'll have with yourself. And we come back to Socrates and what he says when he talked about know thyself. Knowing thyself? Yes, that's the most important thing to know in your life. What you're good at, what do you like, what you don't like, and so on. So, know thyself, and the most important conversation you will ever have are the ones you will have with yourself. From then on, brainwashed myself, craving discomfort. If it was raining, I would go run. Whenever it started snowing, my mind would say, get your fucking running shoes on. Sometime I wussed out and had to deal with it at the accountability mirror. But facing that mirror, facing myself, motivated me to fight through uncomfortable experiences. And as a result, I became tougher. And being tough and resilient helped me meet my goals. Be more than motivated. Be more than driven. Become literally obsessed to the point where people think you're nuts. I'm trying to not use these swearing words, but it's just that David Goggins is so deep. He's so deep, man. So he uses that because you can feel coming from deep inside himself and from what he has suffered. It is most of the times almost unimaginable. Everything in life is a mind game. Whenever we get swept under by life's dramas, large and small, we're forgetting that no matter how bad the pain gets, no matter how harrowing the torture, all bad things end. Again, like Solomon says, all things must come to an end, either the good ones or the bad ones. That is very important to remember when we are actually doing something that we are enjoying, that we can know that it is not going to last forever, and on the other hand, we are going to go through pain and through suffering, so that it is all, you can see it's all cycle, it is all going around in cycles. Pain unlocks a secret doorway in the mind, one that leads to both peak performance and beautiful silence. Only you can master your mind, which is what it takes to live a bold life filled with accomplishments most people consider beyond their capability. And an interesting quote from Goggins, I don't stop when I'm tired, I stop when I'm done. It's actually the opposite of Intel's CEO, where he says, I'm done when I'm tired, not when I'm done, because I'm never done. Always be willing to embrace ignorance and become the dumb fuck in the classroom again, because that is the only way to expand your body of knowledge and body of work. It's the only way to expand your mind. To have an open mind, an asking mind, is important in our lives, because that's the only way that we can get ahead, to ask the right question and to start asking the questions that are going to help us. The reason it's important to push hardest when you want to quit the most is because it helps you close your mind. It's the same reason why you have to do your best work when you are the least motivated. That's why I loved PT and BUDS, and why I still love it today. Physical challenges strengthen my mind, so I'm ready for whatever life throws at me, and it will do the same for you. And like the Taoists say, those that know doesn't speak, and those who speak, well, they don't know jack. You're giving up instead of getting hard. Tell the truth about the real reasons for your limitations, and you will turn that negativity, which is real, into jet fuel. Those odds stacked against you will come a damn runaway. If you want to become one of the few to defy those trends in our ever-softening society, you will have to be willing to go to war with yourself and create a whole new identity, which requires an open mind. Yes, open mind, open mind, open mind. We have to have our open mind. We have to have our minds opened. And we open our minds by asking better questions. So, what can I do to improve myself? What can I do to improve myself just a little bit today? And let compound that progress day in and day out. It is possible to transcend anything that doesn't kill you. By the time I graduated, I knew that confidence I'd managed to develop didn't come from a perfect family or God-given talent. It came from personal accountability, which brought me self-respect, and self-respect will always light a way forward. And again, the Buddha famously said that life is suffering. And that's just nature. To exist in this world, we must contend with humiliation, broken dreams, sadness, and loss. But in the end, if you think, what is all that? Humiliation, it's soon forgotten. Broken dreams, we can make new dreams. We can take forward, onward, and so on. Sadness, we can go past that. We can create something better for the future. Each specific life comes with its own personalized portion of pain. It's coming for you, you can't stop it. And you know it, but you can do something about that. You can be prepared. You can create a tough mind. You can create a mindset, a champion's mindset. So, the most important conversation you will ever have are those you will have with yourself. You wake up with them, you walk around with them, you go to bed with them, and eventually you act on them. Whether they be good or bad, we're all our own worst haters and doubters, because of self-doubt is a natural reaction to any bold attempt to change your life for the better. You can't stop it from blooming in your brain, but you can neutralize it and all the other external chatters by asking, what if? And in my opinion, what I'm doing here with this fabulous program, which is Academy Plus, we are building something incredible. We are building something for the future. We're building something that I'm really excited for, because I know that it will help a lot of people and it will definitely change lives. We're taking the core of cognitive behavioral therapy, we're incorporating it, we are using Stoic knowledge, Stoic philosophy, Stoic tools, modern science, modern tools, and incorporating them with modern authors such as this great man David Goggins, and we are building something truly remarkable. And when you think that you're done, you're only 40% into what your body is capable of doing. That's just the limits that we put on ourselves. Because as Goggins says, we become adapted. We become adapted to life and we want comfort. But in comfort, we do not grow. And if we want to have a remarkable life, a better life, it is important to grow day in, day out. Even though if just for a little. You know that my refrigerator is never full, and it never will be, because I live a mission-driven life, always on the hunt for the next challenge. That mindset is the reason I broke that record, finished bad water, became a SEAL, rocket ranger school, and on down the list. In my mind, I'm that racehorse always chasing a carrot I'll never catch, forever trying to prove myself to myself. And when you live that way and attain a goal, success feels anticlimactic. But if you think about the motto, which says, I think it was Vince Lombardi who said, "Gentlemen, we are going to relentlessly chase perfection, knowing full well we will not catch it, because nothing is perfect. But we are going relentlessly to chase it, because in the process we will catch excellence." And he said, I'm not remotely interested in just being good. He wanted to be extraordinary and to lead an extraordinary life. Anyone who is of sound mind and body can sit down and think of 20 things in their life that could have gone differently, where maybe they didn't get a fair shake and where they took the path of least resistance. If you're one of the few who acknowledge that, want to close those wounds and strengthen your character, it's up to you to go back through your past and make peace with yourself by facing those incidents and all of your negative influences and accepting them as weak spots in your own character. Only when you identify and accept your weaknesses will you finally stop running from the past. Then those incidents can be used more efficiently, a fuel to become better and grow stronger. Everyone fails sometimes, and life isn't supposed to be fair, much less bend to your every whim. And I love, here comes to mind the great wisdom from Jim Rohn, who said, "Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons." And that's actually a very important concept, and here I would like to end today's short review. And as I promised you that I was going to give you my thoughts at the end, here they are. So I think it's a great book. I think David Goggins is an exemplar of what a human being can be, what a human being can achieve, and how much he can improve. I can look at myself, and in my past life, I can see myself going from not knowing enough English to speak like I'm doing right now. I know that I'm not perfect. I know that I have still a lot more room to do, a lot more room to cover, and a lot more to invest in my skills, which I'm doing right now. But for me, it's important to build my English skills so that I can help you, because I want to give you what we are researching at Academy Plus. We are researching these great, tremendous tools that can help humanity, can help people get over their lives, and it has certainly changed my life for the better. It allowed me to move forward in my life. It allowed me to build a much better future, and I want to give something back to you, so that you too can have a great life, and so that you can live an extraordinary life, and that you can feel happy, serene, and achieve all of your goals. And I'm sure that with these special cognitive behavioral tools and with all these techniques, confidence building, anti-low self-esteem, so building high self-esteem, and I'm sure that you can improve your life. And David Goggins is one of the people who can help you in your way to become a much more successful, much happier, and much more fulfilled human being. So until next time, I wish you a great day.